Thank you to everyone who reached out asking for my thoughts on this year's Super Bowl halftime show. I've heard from many of you passionate opinions, thoughtful reflections, and honest reactions. And I appreciate the conversation. As someone who tries to understand and balance perspectives, I made a point to listen to voices from both sides of the spectrum, Spanish-speaking audiences and those of Hispanic origin, as well as viewers who don't speak Spanish at all. And what became clear to me is that many of us weren't just watching one halftime show this year, we were watching two. This took me back to the very first episode of this podcast, What We Call America, where I talked about the geographic meaning of the word America, how the United States adopted that name as part of its identity, and how culture, language, and tradition shape our sense of belonging. This year's halftime felt similar to different productions aimed at two different audiences happening at the same time. Both shows were spectacularly produced, but the official halftime show didn't connect in the same way with audiences who are accustomed to more traditional American symbolism and values during the Super Bowl. And that matters especially now. We are entering a historic milestone, 250 years in the making of the United States. That milestone isn't theoretical for me. It connects directly to my album 250 Years of the Making, which reflects on who we are as a nation, where we have been, and how we continue to grow together. So having this year's halftime lean heavily into a Caribbean-centered theme didn't quite land for the entire US audience. We saw vibrant celebration and rich cultural expression, but for many viewers, especially families and children across the United States who are less familiar with that style of performance or that level of exotic dance on such a mainstream stage, it was something new and unfamiliar. People have a range of cultural references and experiences, and what feels exciting and liberating for one person can feel unfamiliar or hard to process for another. At the same time, the broadcasting networks made a clear decision. And the numbers tell the story. This became the most watched halftime show in Super Bowl history, watched by tens of millions of Americans. That tells us something important. The Hispanic audience in the United States is massive, engaged, and paying close attention. Now, here's where balance comes in. If the goal was true inclusivity, the show could have offered more cultural variety. Touchstones many Americans of all backgrounds would immediately recognize. And yes, more visible presence of the American flag would have acknowledged the unique tradition of the Super Bowl itself. The United States is made of people from all over the world. That diversity is real and valuable. But the United States is still the United States, represented by one flag. Not because it is more important than any other, but because the Super Bowl is uniquely American tradition in the United States of America. It was also great to see performances and moments that did resonate broadly, like the commercial featuring the horse and the eagle. There was something instantly recognizable and grounding about that imagery. Strength, freedom, identity, pride. No translation needed. And it was wonderful to see Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin, artists that most Americans connect with instantly. I still remember when Michael Jackson once said that if there was a name worth paying attention to, that name was Lady Gaga. Those shared experiences help bridge cultural moments. I also understand why the music, dance, and aesthetics were difficult for some viewers, especially those more used to traditional all-American shows. Taste is personal. No one should be forced to like one thing or the other. Wherever you land, there you are. But for an event as symbolic as the Super Bowl halftime show, the spectacle works best when it feels like a fusion. Traditions we collectively recognize as American, blended with the many styles and influences that reflect who we are today. That is how inclusivity feels truly shared. And on a lighter note, Super Bowl halftime entertainment team, if you are listening to this, feel free to hire me for the next one. I seem to be pretty good at balancing things out. Now, let's look forward. We are about to welcome a truly global sporting event, one that brings nations together from all over the world. Soccer, the FIFA World Cup is right around the corner with matches taking place across Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Let's make it fun, let's make it entertaining, and let's celebrate as the world's best teams bring their very best to the field. This has been a little something. Thank you for listening. I'm Jeannie Belgrave, and if you want to send any thought, opinion, or anything, just go to jvelme.com/podcast and send your listener's letter. Now, let's go and listen to one of my songs from the album 250 Years of the Making. Enjoy.
Nations come together, hear the rhythm in the air. From USA to Canada, Mexico's on the flare. Football in our hearts, under the same sun. Let's unite, let's ignite, this is for everyone. Stadium lights are shining like stars upon the field. Moving in sync, the magic is revealed. Blue, red, and white wrapped around us tonight. Victory in our sights, we're ready for the fight. Oh, hear the roar, feel the energy rise. The nations sing together, echo in the skies. Together side by side, no colors divide. Through every kick and pass, we roll with pride. Go, 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 the crowd goes wild. Oh, even press from all around, sending love, let it flow. Virgin of Guadalupe, the Pope with a smile, can you see? Rabbi, Imam, and hearts that's so free. Go, 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 the best game we've ever seen. Go, go, let's live the dream, what a scene. From every corner of the globe we gather as one. A tapestry of passion under the radiating sun. Hear that whistle blow, feel the game ignite. Every cheer, every shout lights up the night. A wave of excitement, feel the pulse increase. The world takes a breath, we find our peace. This isn't just a game, it's a chance to stand tall. Unite through the art, let friendship enthrall. Go, 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 the crowd goes wild. Oh, even press from all around, sending love, let it flow. Virgin of Guadalupe, Pope with a smile, can you see? Rabbi, Imam, and hearts that's so free. Go, 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 the best game we've ever seen. Go, go, let's live the dream, what a scene. One last push for glory, hear the anthem rise. The world is watching that net, let's touch the skies. United by passion, we'll sing through